Okay, so this is the Mississauga field. Let's get started, take some pictures. I'm gonna get started from take some pictures with my phone as well at the same time. It is super windy today. This shows you the middle part. So the first part where we can go in more for larger aircraft is this taxiway. We look from here, there's a hill. So when we come down to the main field, it's 30 feet wide, 300 meters. So I'm going to take a picture from here. So you can actually from this corner so you can see it. So as you can see, there are two taxiways. Some issues with the field. This is how the center line looks like. There's some stem damage. I wanted to show everyone how this thing looks. The buckles, you can see those I guess nails. They're on both sides. That's the main taxiway in the center. It's always preferred because then you can go right and left based on the wind. Just right here. And as you can see, we keep coming down. One of the key things is when the wind is that way and we need a longer runway or longer landing strip, then we come in from there, angle left, come into the longer clearing and come towards the runway, and we can do a gross landing or we can continue down to the runway, touching down somewhere around here, correcting and landing. The usual approach that they teach for most people is we fly over the helipad. There's a helipad down there if you can see it. We fly over that pit. Standard approach for jets or larger aircraft is to go over the trees behind that big tall tree, as you can see, hang right over there and then start to come towards the tree. Usual approach height is about 5 to 8 feet or 10 feet over the tallest tree, as you can see, and then you start coming in for landing. Those three poles, the flag is the center point for the runway over there. So you come in, it is a steep approach, so you come down in and you keep coming down in. Usually my first point of, and I'll turn around and show everyone, is about this far from the runway. Is my first flare to cut down some more speed and then come down again. And then we continue down the runway halfway through, about 2/3 of the, or 1/3 of the way on the runway, about 100 feet in. I touch down and then I have about 200 feet to slow down. Even if in some cases we do overrun the runway and then we end up on grass, which slows the plane down, but usually ruins the landing gear for most EDFs. So that's another piece of everyone. I'm going to take a picture from here just for the that's the Mississauga field. The other approach that we are taking when the wind is on the other direction as we fly over that tree, go over to the further out tree. As you can see, hang a right, come right, hang over again, left turn on top, sorry, hang a left and another left, based on the wind, going further right or left, then adjust, then come in for landing. That is a much more difficult landing for aircraft because there are a lot of turns in the landing, and sometimes you have to just make a single sweeping turn and then you end up lining up with the runway. Not a preferred approach because there's a dog park behind there, so it adds a lot more risk. That's all, folks. These are the stands further out from the runway. Squeeze further back, but because our field over here is has a bit of a slope, it'll become harder to land. That's why this is a little further up. And that's it.